Hi there, Adam here, and welcome to this week's eSailing Top Tips. And this week I'm just going to focus on a few phone fundamentals. So before we kick off with any of the in-game stuff, I just wanted to go through how I'm actually recording some of this footage on my phone that we're producing each week, because a couple of people have asked questions on it. So obviously I'm already recording it, so I can't show you exactly how to set it up, but I'll try and run you through the process. So what you need to do is go to settings, and this is in an iPhone. Go to settings and scroll down to control center. In there you need to select control center and then select screen recording. As you'll see, I've already got that selected. All the red ones are the selected ones. However, I'll just select the alarm here, for example, just to show how it works. So you press the green button and then it'll appear on the selected features there. And then you're basically ready to go to do some screen recording. So what I'll do is just come out of there. I'll go into the game. I'll swipe down, and then you can see in the top right I've already got the screen recording going. But if you hadn't, you'd just simply press, and you can see the alarm that I selected as one of the features is now appearing on that screen as well. But yeah, it's as simple as that. Select it in control center, then just press record, and off you go. Quite often before the start of a race, you want to have your sails flapping, and maybe for a reasonable amount of time. So what I'm just going to show you here is how to get the sails flapping without constantly having to hold down on that yellow button. So what I do, like normal, let the sails flap, I'll press the yellow button, but then I'll keep my finger on that, and I'll also press the settings button in the top right corner, and it'll bring the settings up. Then I press the X to get rid of them, and then the sails are still flapping. So I hold the yellow button down, press the settings, then I just get rid of the settings, sails are still flapping. I'll then simply press the yellow button and the boat will speed up again, and off you go. So there's recently been a mega surge in demand and usage of virtual regatta, but they have been fantastic at continually making little tweaks and updates to the game, which is great. And on the latest update, you'll see now there's always been a live leaderboard on the left hand side, but now the feature always shows the top 3, and you can also then scroll up and down that list to see where everyone is, which is particularly handy if you're doing a club competition and you're trying to see where your main rival is within the fleet and stuff like that. So a really nice feature. However, what I have found is it causes a couple of little playability issues, which I'll run through now. One of which is the leaderboard, and my fingers when adjusting the port and starboard seem to get in the way. And the other one is when I do anything to the leaderboard or scroll up and down or delete it, the game seems to freeze on the current view, so I can't pan around and see everybody else. So I'll just run through those things now and just how I get around it. So we'll just run into the start here. Once we've started, you'll see the leaderboard appear on the left, which will show the top 3. And I can then scroll up and down to see my position and anyone else's position. So there we go, the leaderboard's there. What I usually do is I press the X and I get rid of that leaderboard, because I find it gets in the way of my fingers on the screen. However, what's happened now is it's frozen and I can't pan in or out across. So what I do is, as you'll see there, is I zoom in and out, and now I can pan around again. So I'll show you that again. So I've just looked at the leaderboard again. It's frozen in position again, so I'll quickly zoom out and then back in, and then I get that pan-in feature back, so I can pan around and see if there's any boats to windward of me, and then tacking off again. So this nice easy way to fix it is zoom in and out if your screen freezes, but I would recommend deleting the leaderboard unless you really want to see it, because otherwise you might have problems steering, particularly if you've got fat fingers like myself. If you ever want to see the leaderboard again, it's just a case of quickly pressing on the podium. It'll appear, but be aware the screen might freeze, so you might need to just zoom in and out again. So this last one I just wanted to cover was just on the use of spinnakers. So what I wanted to show you here is what happens if you drop your spinnaker with best VMG still selected. And what you'll see is the boat automatically heads up to a close hold course. The reason I'm raising this is because it's happened to me a few times without realising it. I've pressed to drop the kite, not switched best VMG off, and before I've got to the leeward mark, the boat's headed up onto close hold and I have missed the mark completely. So I'll just let it play here so you can see what I mean. So I press the kite down, so the kite's coming down, best VMG still selected, and it scoots round straight onto a close hold course. However, I'll show you the other way around, so we'll put the kite up again. I'll take best VMG off, then take the kite down, and you'll see once the kite comes down, the boat doesn't head up and it continues sailing on the same course, and then I can manually head up close hold when I want. So we're just going to watch that in a race situation here. So I'm just going to go behind this boat and put a jibe in. Then I've put best VMG on. I've pressed to take the kite down. And then you'll see as the kite comes down, the boat turns up into the wind automatically and I missed the mark completely. I have to tack round and do it all again. Yep, so make sure you take that best VMG off. The same applies at the windward mark. If you have best VMG on when you're putting your spinnaker up, as soon as the spinnaker goes up, the boat will bear away. So if you want to carry on going in a straight line, take that best VMG off to avoid you bearing away and missing the wing mark. So that's a wrap for this week. Only a short one, but I hope you found it useful. If you like the content, please like, comment on the video if you've got any questions, and please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Stay safe and happy eSailing. Cheers guys.